to be here. And as I say to my colleagues who would like to hear me, I'm saying this, I'm a going time, I'm a funeral candidate. They say, but I don't talk like that. Why are you saying that? Where are my colleagues? Let's say God has not done enough for me at 94.
Wow.
But maybe he has sent me thus far to tell Nigerians where we should be and stop deceiving ourselves. I will not repeat the grounds that my leader in Southern Leader Forum, Clark, he has given the background, the truthfulness of the thing, the historical something. And Dr. Popo has done justice. And until we have said enough in the press, we are all living in you don't know why.
Yes,
you don't want the Southeast. It is not that they don't know the right. Don't believe that. I don't share that deal. That you expect them, come and campaign to us. Campaign for what? What is obvious? What you have denied, what must know? Why everybody must support the candidature of an Eastern origin for presidency is because the northern people don't want to yield power. Don't make a mistake about it. You are all afraid to say it. And I only like to point to all the facts to show you that they are just deceiving you. All the agenda that they are supporting the Southwest, they are supporting why? It's an element of disease to divide you, to be able to rule you. They don't like anybody. I told Tinubu himself, not in the papers, face to face. You believe this man is the breakthrough president? He said yes. I said, you made me president, he asked Yeshua to contest, he asked Ayemi to contest, he asked Amosu to contest, all in the West. Why? He wanted to divide the West first. Then he goes to the South. The unfortunate thing is that, I'm sorry to this is, President Goodluck Jonathan allowed himself to be disgraced by mentioning the fact that I'm still considering that to be president. For what? For what? It's not a matter for clapping. It's not a matter for clapping. Each time I reflect over it, gentlemen, no, we are discussing a serious matter. When I remember the struggle and the campaign I made for Goodluck, on the principle that every part of the country, no matter how small, you are entitled to the highest position in this country if we still want to build in Nigeria in peace, not by force. It's a question of national care. It's a question of national equality. The Nigeria which I fought for, and I repeat, fought for, because I took part in the fighting. I am a follower of our law, a follower of Azikwe. And Azikwe was my leader before I followed our law when he started to follow liberalism. I am one of the Sikhs. Why? We want one Nigeria. But not one Nigeria, one will be dominating the other. Not want the unity of the horse and the rider. Where the other will be the rider and the rest of the country will be the horse. No! If it should be that, it is to Nigeria or Israel.
Yes, sir.
Oh, you see, we are at a crossroad now. And I'm too old enough to be bending facts. My position is to say it as it is. The North doesn't want to yield power. And they know the way to do it is to divide the rest of the country. While they are struggling, they put their candidate up. Look at what is happening. All those who agree that we should be doing the thing on rotation. And to remind you, not let them deceive you. Rotation is not a question of now. When we were making the Nigerian Constitution in 1960, in 1954, when that constitution was passed, the North said they were not ready for independence because they are very, very backward. They haven't got enough people. If you have independence now, only the South will dominate them. It was who persuaded Savannah and Sokoto. I said it that I wanted them to refuse. Don't go away. He said they were going away because they want self-government 76. No. Araba, go to history. What I'm telling you is not what I think about. It's what I read, what he said. Araba, I told you, no more Nigeria. I went further to make a 9-point program of us not being separate from Nigeria. Till today, people are blaming Chief Awolowo of drawing it back. They should have allowed him to go there. Maybe there could have been peace in Nigeria now. You can't go. We can still be together. If we have a different form of government that will give autonomy to give respect to natural to language, culture, and ethnic grouping. That was what they agreed to in London Constitutional Conference in 1954. And in order to carry this backward area along with us, and because I'm reading certain things in the papers, people are trying to distort history. Then, of course, they have cancelled history now. We still have history. We will read. We know how Northern region was brought back to be married to South because of bankruptcy. The British people could no longer contain Nigeria, this Northern Nigeria and Southern Nigeria. He amalgamated us in 1914. Okay. It was that condition that they are using on unity form of government that caused a lot of havoc in Nigeria until the 1954 Constitution that created premiership. Because when Clark was mentioning this transformation from to Banfasi Constitution to this present one, what Banfasi Constitution did was to give leader of each region leader of government business. It was after the fight for federalism was fought in London Conference in 1954 that the foundation for premiership was created. It was at that time they created premiership in the constitution. And that was when we have the autonomy in the region. The eastern region, the western region, and the northern region. To the extent that each region had an embassy in London to show the autonomy we have with limited power to the federal government. It was also at that time that the question of derivation was established, what we now call resource control, because they are using the money of the South for the North. By the time we did it, the North had its money through the revenue of groundnut. The South, the West had through the revenue of cocoa, and the East through the revenue of rubber and palm kernel. And the agreement there was that, well, derivation will be everybody must contribute to what he has, and then we are then living in peace. It was that embassy they established after the self-government mission That was why I got married in 1960. So what I'm telling you is what I live with. That autonomy was there. We are living in peace until the military took caution. Even before military took caution, the derivation was carried on in the south. When oil was delivered, it was still on derivation. All the problem we are having now is as a result of the military caution and the fraudulent constitution we are operating now. The context of the fraudulent constitution that made the president the most powerful president in the whole world. And that is why you deceive yourself if you think Buhari will ever change the constitution. He will not. Because the moment that is done, all the aura, all the fear, all the, you can't say you support the North, you can't be the president, will go. Because they acquired that president under that constitution. And I'm going to lie, I saw him on the air yesterday, saying was that consensus among them. How Abdullah is talking like that? If he has forgotten, we have not forgotten, it's on record. And do remind him, in 2014, when they were campaigning for Buhari, he said was the tongue of the North. And when we have it for keep. I have quoted it in many press statements, and I was expecting him to deny. Is it the process of keeping it now they are now doing for you? When it is now the turn of the South and the Southeast, they are now propounding a new theory. The question of merit, the question of all that. My dear, if it was a question of merit, who in the North? All of them. Hold on.
Hold on. He's so excited.
From Balewa down, with Awonawo and Shagari, and all that, if it's of merit, who will stand there? If there be based on merit today, the kingdom come. The East alone will produce the president. I am saying all this to tell you that all this question, you go and sell yourself, you go and campaign, you go and lobby, it's all rigmarole. They know the truth. And that's why I criticize some of your leaders when they said they were begging Buhari to go and release Nnamdi Kanu. And I said, what has he done for saying he wants independence of his people? The Irish people who have been together since 1707, they say they still want to break from Great Britain. Their leader is sitting in the same parliament with the Prime Minister now. They are arguing together. What has happened in Nigeria? You go and waylay the man, you commit murder, you commit high robbery, you commit banditry, and to the extent you ban him. Is that democracy? No. Is that the man who says he's born again Democrat? No. Let us tell him the problem in the country today is Buhari. And until he goes away, there will be no peace. My dear, I don't expect you to say this. They will say we are bluffing. But that is the truth. All anybody says, they haven't got the men. They have not shown the men. Although I don't like all the people who came out from this. But for the fact that they say you have no people, I'm happy you demonstrate that. But you must go and unite. You must go and unite. You must go and unite. All your candidates that have visited me, One of them said I should bless him. I said, I won't bless you. I won't bless you as an individual. A house divided against itself will not stand. That is the whole truth for ourselves. But the fact that you are even not agreed or something, if a property belongs to a man or to a woman, you all agree it is his property. And now you say, if you give it to him, you don't have to spend it. So don't give it to him. Is that be right? You give it to him and he can spend it anyhow. That is the defense they are putting for South. That the 30% is not enough. Even the one they give them, go, how are they spend it? What's your business about their property? So, gentlemen, let us focus. I am appealing to South candidates who are showing themselves, Wike and others. They are not helping the issue. They are helping the North. However capable Wike can think he is, that fight now is supporting the North. It is a way to divide us. Just as they are giving debates to Jonathan. All of them, they are not going to support them all. All the people, the northern people that carry card, Jagaban, Sosibanjo, this, he saw the seat, the typical Fulani deceit. If we get all of you divided there, it is about the Tambua, Balan, and Saraki, and the other former vice president, Atiku, go and watch. By the time they have got all of you divided, even in the southeast, where you are so many, you split your votes, then they will just imagine, they say that they are, and they will claim to be cleverer than us in the south, with all your PhD, with all your MSc, with all your DSc. Don't allow people who will know how they seem to have the population. Where is the population? Where is the population? You and I, we have all been to the north. It was the British people that maneuvered that population. It's on Aerosmith, I have said it. Where is it? And I've said in the papers, if the population they are claiming will be correct, they must be counting the cows and the cattle in the north. So don't let us be deceived. The problem is just ourselves. Get us united. And let the Yorubas and the Igbos know that they have a stake to talk together. The moment they are continuing this rivalry among themselves, they will be forever be subjugated by the Fulani. Thank you.
Bravo.
Wow.
Bravo.
Thank you very much. I think it's very clear that the appellations I attach to Baba, correct Baba, patriotic Baba, quintessential Baba,